Day 152, and I want to start off this video with a reminder. This is from Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. If, as you prepare for sleep, you do not consciously feel yourself into the state of the answered wish, then you will take with you the sum total of the reactions and feelings of the waking day. And while you sleep, you will be instructed in the manner in which they will be expressed tomorrow. You will rise believing you are a free agent, not realizing that every action and event of the day is predetermined by your concept of self as you fell asleep. In other words, if you're falling asleep in the wish fulfilled consistently and your life is changing, and you get lackadaisical and you don't fall asleep in the wish fulfilled here, you don't fall asleep in the wish fulfilled there, you start not falling asleep in the wish fulfilled more than you are falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, eventually the old person is going to grab you and take you right back to where you were. Your perspective is going to change, and you're going to be trapped in that old state of consciousness again, until maybe you become open to this again. Who knows how long that's going to take? I'm not chancing that. All right. My life has gotten too good for me to not make that the top priority. So I just wanted to convey that message and remind everybody, you got to stay on it. Okay? I'm going to use the football analogy. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. They're 4-0. They haven't won pretty, but they could become lackadaisical. They could say, you know what? We don't need to practice today. We won the Super Bowl. We're Super Bowl champions. We're 4-0. Nobody can beat us. And guess what? That's when they will lose a game. So no matter how good you are, no matter how good your life's getting, better and better, you still have to be consistent falling asleep in the wish fulfilled. Otherwise, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance. Okay? So that shadow flare, I have a great analogy that came to me today that could help you with staying detached from the simulation and changing your perspective in terms of how you see it. And I know it's going to help, but there's a couple other things I wanted to mention first before I get to that. Number one, shadow flare. You asked for a playlist of the challenges that I've been doing each Friday. I put that challenge playlist together a couple days ago. I forgot to mention it, so I wrote it down. So if you haven't noticed that it's there, it's there. Okay, so I just have to add, I think, Friday's video I haven't added yet. I got to write that down. Next, the sleep affirmation, the wealth and abundance affirmation sleep video. Brent, thank you for your feedback on that. If there's anybody else who has listened to it, I'd love feedback, whether positive or negative. I don't know if it's any good unless I get feedback. How am I supposed to know? So if you've listened to it, if you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it. If you do like it, tell me why you like it, so I know how to make it better and better and better. I would appreciate it, especially if you're in the lion's den and you have time. I would appreciate some feedback, okay? So, the analogy. When you are falling asleep in the wish fulfilled and you wake up the next day and you've realized that this you've gotten to that point where you know that this is a simulation. It's all coming from you. Your mind is the projector, and this is the projection. And you've gotten to the point where you at least believe it, and maybe you're at the point where you know it. What I've realized, a perspective that will help, is if you look at it like the negative experiences that pop up that you see as negative. Let me start here. Let me go back. A belief, in order to have emotion, you must first have a belief. Without a belief, there is no emotion. So think about that and sit on it for a second. Without a belief, everything here is meaningless. There's no meaning. But when you start giving meaning to things, when you start creating beliefs and saying, this is good, this is not so good, this is what I prefer, this is what I don't prefer, then you create beliefs, and emotion is attached to that. And so, growing up, going through childhood, adolescence, and as an adult, we've taken on beliefs that we don't necessarily, a lot of them, especially if you are in a place where you're like, how did I get here? It's because you have a lot of beliefs that aren't serving you. You have beliefs that you picked up along the way that don't really jive with what you want. Some would call them negative beliefs, but they're just beliefs that you would prefer other beliefs in place of those beliefs. And so a lot of people focus on trying to tell us, how do I get rid of these beliefs? You have to change your beliefs. But that's easier said than done. But here's how to do it, okay? When a negative experience, since I just went over the belief and the emotion, okay? The emotion that you have, since the belief is attached to an emotion and the belief has to come first. When you have a negative emotion about something that happens in your experience, that is your signal that the belief that you have is a negative belief that doesn't jive with you. And so, in effect, this negative experience is shining a light on that negative belief and saying, hey, here's a negative belief. And at that moment, school starts. Okay? This is you trying to pass math class or science class or second grade, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to call it. Okay? If you feel that negative emotion and that alarm bell goes off and the spotlight is shining on that belief and it's saying, hey, are you going to take the wisdom from this experience and ask yourself that question? What wisdom can I gain here? If you don't, in that moment, ask yourself that question and respond to this situation differently, this is like the final exam. If you react, if you feel that negative emotion and you react the same way that you've reacted in the past, you just flunked math class. And you're going to have to repeat it. And I just confirmed this with my wife. She works at a school. And when somebody gets held back or flunks and has to repeat the grade, now They are more focused on helping this person so they don't flunk again. So that is why the next time, since you didn't get it this time, that negative experience wasn't painful enough to make you realize in the moment, whoa, I don't want this. Let me detach from it. What's the wisdom that I can gain? Now it's going to be worse next time. It's going to try to get your attention a little bit more because it didn't get it this time. And so when you're recreating these experiences, it's not going to be the exact same experience, but it's going to be attached to that same belief, whatever experience it is, whatever emotion that is, whatever belief that you have that's not jiving with you, you are now going to relive a similar experience. And I don't want to say have to, but it's going to be an opportunity if you want to look at it that way and change your perspective. So realize if you just reacted to something today and had a negative experience and you reacted the same way to that same person or that same event that continues to just show up in your life, and you go home and you complain to your spouse, or you call your girlfriend, or you go out to the bar with the boys and you complain about this and that, when you are complaining about these things, you're complaining about you. You are creating it all. Everything is happening for you. You might as well be saying, you know what? I created this experience and God damn it, I'm so upset at this experience for happening the way that I created it. It's happening exactly the way you created it because of the belief that you have. So look at it as an opportunity next time you're feeling a negative emotion or you're looking at something as a negative experience that you don't want. Detach first and ask yourself, what wisdom can I gain here? Because the way you answer that question is going to determine whether or not you move on to the next grade or the next class. I thought that was really cool. That came to me in the shower. And I was like, wow, all right, this is pretty sweet. I feel like this could help some people. All right, so I wanted to share that. Lion's Den, all 6 people checked in last night. All 6 people falling asleep in the wish fulfilled. Most of them consistently changing their lives. The people who are slacking off, again, realize you are playing with fire. Okay? You've come this far. You've seen changes. We're here. I'm here to hold everyone accountable. You're here to hold me accountable. We're all here for each other. You're creating me just like I'm creating you. I want everyone to live the lives that they want to live. Okay? And so I feel like this is my spot to make this video and remind everyone how important it is to continue to fall asleep in the wish fulfilled and never miss. Make that your top priority. Okay? It's a lot easier than making videos for 152 days straight. All you got to do is lay down in bed and start visualizing that scene. It's a piece of cake. There is no reason to forget. And there's no reason to not do it. Okay? And if you need more practice, practice during the day. Just get better and better at it. That's it for today. Day 152 in the books. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, day 153. Have a great night.